When I'm reading these Am I the A-hole threads, if it's a man writing it, typically the answer is just yes. When a woman is writing one of these, she's asking for permission to feel normal human emotions. This one is kind of wild. This man wants to know if he is the a-hole because he is getting divorced because his wife can't have children. This man, he's 33, his wife is 36, and they've been married for 4.5 years. We got eloped in Vegas after a month of dating. So they had plenty of time to get to know each other. They knew each other for a month and then they eloped. Don't remember if it was before we got married or soon after we talked about kids. I wanted a couple. She agreed as long as I accepted her son. No problem. She has a son from the previous marriage. I have no children. Me and my wife have been trying for a baby for over a year. Started going to the doctor to get checked to make sure that we were both fertile. Seems that due to the medication she's taking for another medical condition, she would not be able to have kids. No other option for medication is possible. Only other option is surrogate, but we can't afford it. I mentioned that having bio kids was a deal breaker for me. FYI, in regards to my wife wanting more kids, my wife had no interest in having more kids before we got together. She met me and we mutually wanted offspring. She would be fine with having no more children. When I said I wanted a couple of kids, context of that is she knew I wanted children. If the doctors told us she could only have one, then one would have been enough. She can't bear a child due to her medication. I don't want to put her health at risk at all. She doesn't want our baby to happen via surrogate. She feels bad that she wasn't able to bear a kid herself. I don't mind at all. Realistically, surrogate is too expensive. Rewrote example. Try to provide example of how marriage did not have to end if something like that was a possibility in a lab. Geez. Supposedly, these peen havers are the leaders, the most logical people, and every day they use social media to dispute that PR claim. Their PR for generations has been amazing, y'all. But then we got the internet, social media, we got videos, and they just show continuously that their thinking processes, they're just, yeah, they're on par with a pet rock. And I am just unable to can. So the OP is in the comment section of this. Yeah. So he marries this woman after a month of knowing her. He wants kids. She was ambivalent, but she cannot have kids. She wants to leave. He wants to leave her. And it just goes to show that women are solely here for our wombs. And these people make it very, very clear. Ladies, I show these videos, I make these videos to remind us all that to some of these people, you are simply a womb and a fleshlight, period. If you want to be valued outside of that, you're not going to get your validation from these people. Okay, so this person says her oven isn't broken. OP states in the post it's because of the medication she needs and there are no other options for another medication. Should she stop taking it and risk adverse effects to placate OP? OP hasn't demanded she should, so at least there's that. OP and his wife got married too quickly without proper discussion on their future wants and needs. And then the OP pops in. The medication might cause the baby deformities or miscarriage. Also, she would be in intense pain. I don't want that for her or have her risk it. Just best we go our separate ways. So somebody says this dude won't leave any legacy other than objectifying women. And so then this person swoops in and says, since when is wanting a biological family objectifying women? Many people want bio kids. There's nothing wrong with that. At a major foundation of the relationship was starting a biological family. They are unable to do that together. Why should OP accept never having bio children when that's what he wants in life? This is where the decision making of these logical humans could come into play. Get to know people beforehand. Don't elope after a month of dating. Just don't do that. That's not very wise. That's not logical. The OP says, I would have never gotten married if it wasn't with the goal of starting a family. So he knew what his goal was. He jumped into it really quickly and he didn't do the proper vetting. And now he just wants to drop this woman like a hot pocket. So the OP is in the comment section. He lets us know it's a cultural thing to get married in order to start a family. I don't know if he ever came through to say what culture he's from, but that's what's going on. So somebody says, so what you're saying is that in your culture, getting married is basically like buying a brood man. When it can't produce, you just send it off to the glue factory and buy a new one. Good to know there's still men like you out there. Recognize that globally, women and girls are treated like this. We are basically second-class citizens on par with a goat or a mule. I mean, maybe not a mule because I don't know if mules really have a bunch of babies, but we're basically servants, second-class citizens, and can be traded for a cow. The next person does say this. Plenty of cultures like this where woman is worth as much as a goat, but only if she can breed. That's why they can have multiples. Then the faulty one doesn't get discarded and society survives. We are at a juncture where globally we're having these discussions. Women and girls are coming to the conclusion that we no longer want to be seen as just a breeding factory that's a fleshlight and a servant to a male, simply because we were born with a womb. This couple should definitely break up. They shouldn't be together. She deserves better than this, and I hope that he just goes. I just bring this up because I agree that they should definitely divorce. But I want women, we're going to drive home the fact with these stories over and over that this is how they see us. And I'm going to keep on sharing because you are more than that. And you need to recognize that we need to stop seeing ourselves through their eyes, seeking their validation and seeking head pats of these people. Because when we do that, you are basically giving into the notion that their opinions matter. When they tell you time and time again that you are basically a brood mare who is a fleshlight to him and should serve them. And they just keep on telling you over and over. So we need to keep on having these discussions. You guys go ahead, jump in the comments. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, share. And if you are enjoying my videos and you have not yet hit like, subscribe, whatever, please go ahead and do that. Y'all have a good one.